we're gonna go fly the Telemaster today. It had some strange issues the other day when I headed up in the field, and I think it had a lot to do with my takeoff technique. I ended up getting on the internet and researching some articles about how to do proper takeoffs with a tail dragger. I think that was half my problem, was I was treating the aircraft as if it was a regular tricycle landing gear aircraft, and my takeoff technique was pretty much following that philosophy. With a tail dragger, it's actually quite a bit different, and reading this entire article about not only how to do a takeoff using the tail dragger, but more importantly also how to do a landing, I discovered quite a bit of things wrong that I was doing. So hopefully that was the issue, and there's nothing wrong with the aircraft. That's always something that I strive for, is improve my skills, for one, and I'm always hoping that anytime a mistake happens, that it's me and not the actual aircraft, because it's sometimes very difficult for me to narrow things down. So we'll see. We're just approaching the field now. It's a fairly nice day. Very, very light wind. Maybe 3-4 miles at that, which is perfect. The other day when I was flying at the field, it was 10 to 15 miles. You know, sometimes even gusting to 20. That's a lot for something like a Telemaster. It's a fairly heavy aircraft, but it has really big wings, so the wind can really sweep up into it. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so on landing I lost the landing gear, and oh look, here's bits and pieces of Joe's plane from the other day. So anyway, I lost the landing gear, and this is actually the second time that this has happened. But this is the first time that it's happened on a fairly normal landing. I mean, it was a little hard, but if you look at the video in slow motion, it didn't really appear to be all that bad, and yet it came off. I think it's just I don't think it's that hot of a design to be. I think they designed it to break away, but I think it breaks away too early, so that's okay. I kind of thought that this might happen, so I brought some epoxy with me. We'll glue it back on and we'll be good as new. So as we wait for the landing gear on the Telemaster to settle, I'm going to check the voltage on my battery, and I'm using a Turnigy 5000 milliamp 4S battery on this particular aircraft, and it works really well. It gives me roughly about half an hour of flying time with halfway decent throttle control. And one of the essential tools that I bring to the field with me all the time now is this voltage checker. It's really very simple. You plug in. I'm trying to do this on the camera at the same time. It's not working all that well, so let me reposition this here. Okay. There we go. It is absolutely not one of the most accurate things in the world, because I can guarantee you that those voltages are slightly different, but it'll give you a pretty nice and close idea of where you are in reference to juice left on your battery. So we probably have another maybe 10-15 minutes of takeoffs and landings to do, and then this battery will be shot until we charge it again. Doing takeoffs in a tail dragger is giving me a lot more problems than I had anticipated. It's just not something I'm used to at all. And it's seriously giving me a headache. You really have to watch yourself, because it'll get away from you quick. You know, I think it was evident in some of, I mean, just watch, if you watch just some of my takeoffs, you'll see that there's times where this plane just kind of goes wherever the hell it wants to go. And of course the whole entire point is that I want to try to make it go where I want it to go. Not always so easy. A bad start on that one. Alright, it's pulling to the left a little bit. So here's something else interesting that I discovered of things that you should bring with you to the field. Tools. I was flying the Telemaster around, and the motor was just sounding funny, or at least it was sounding different than it usually does, and come to find out,
2 of these 4 holding screws have come loose. So I have to remove this. Actually, there's one right in here, you can't see it, but so I had to remove the motor. I'm trying to get it back together now. So lesson number 2, bring your tools to the field, otherwise this is just going to send you home. You're not going to be fixing your plane at the field.